Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about letting someone dash for you. So there's a few problems with this, and I probably would not recommend it, especially because it shouldn't be too hard for someone else to go get onto their own platform. But let's go over some of the reasons why I think you shouldn't. But then again, sometimes you can, and sometimes that person is like someone you trust a lot, and it's got to be someone you trust a lot because you don't want them to go and like screw up your account, blow your ratings or something. Like, people tend to not care about how they're performing if it doesn't reflect them. So like, for example, if I'm an irresponsible person and I'm dashing on someone else's account, I may not care as much to get the orders done correctly because it's not really going to affect me. It's not my ratings, it's not my account, it's someone else's. So let's go over some of the logistics and things that you want to consider before allowing someone else to use your account. So I've had my ex-girlfriend allowed her friend to use her dashing account, and I told her, I was like, I don't really think you should do that. Some people don't have licenses, some people don't have like or they have like a bad background check or something, and like usually those probably are the people that should not be dashing if they cannot get onto their own account, you know? I mean, it makes sense to me. But okay, so first of all, taxes. Taxes are going to be something you really want to consider. So if you are allowing someone else to make money, and like, let's say they make $1,000 on your account, okay? You're going to get paid that money, and then you have to pay that person. Therefore, DoorDash is going to send you a 1099 at the end of the year to pay for those taxes that you made on that money. So that's one of the biggest problems. So if you are going to allow someone to dash onto your account, what you want to do is make sure you're 1099ing them, or if you are just not that business savvy, it's not that hard to write a 1099 for someone. It takes like 10 minutes maximum. But if you're not going to do that, and it's worst case scenario, you should at least take out like 20 to 30% of the income that they're making for taxes, at least, so that way you can pay it. You can really do either one. If you want to pay the taxes at the end of the year, go for it. Or if you don't want to, then I would highly recommend giving them a 1099. It depends on what state you're in, like how much, if they make over a certain amount. I believe in Nevada, if someone makes over $300, I believe, it might be $500, then you need to send them a 1099. So, for example, anytime I pay someone to do a show for me, one of my acrobats or something, if they've made over, I always send people over $500. I usually don't pay people under $500, especially if they're doing a gig. It's usually $500 day rate. But anytime I pay someone, I have to make sure that I send them a 1099 at the end of the year. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pay their taxes, and I'm not trying to pay anyone's taxes. Are you guys? No, no one likes taxes. So you wanna make sure that you're at least doing this correctly. Otherwise, you are going to get screwed at the end of the year. And I mean, like, it's bad enough paying your own taxes. You don't wanna pay someone else's taxes. So that's one of the main big things. And like, if you do this, if you do end up letting someone, you're essentially kind of hiring them. So you want to make sure that someone that you really trust, and then you're going to make sure that you at least give them a 1099 at the end of the year. That's rule number one, you know. The second thing is, like, you want to make sure that they're if there's someone that's super responsible, super on it, and they just can't get on to a DoorDash platform or something like that because DoorDash has too many drivers, that's another thing. Maybe if you want to allow them to do that, you can actually benefit from it, and especially if you're going to take out like a little bit. I would suggest, you know, it's your business essentially. Everyone has their own business. If you're basically independent contractors, so you essentially have your own business. So if you want to hire someone and like have them work for you, it's dangerous, you know. I just wouldn't suggest. I personally would never have someone do that, just because, like, for one, it's weird because like the person is expecting a certain person to show up, and like, let's say Cindy is using Bob's platform, and they're expecting Bob to show up, and then they see Cindy and like, huh, that's weird. Like, I thought a guy was gonna show up with my order. Or they might like not recognize the car, because usually you put your car on the platform so that way people know what car to look for. So there's just so many variables and things that can go wrong. And I mean, you don't really want to like worry about your ratings too much, but one things you do want to worry about is like your customer service rating and your completion rating. Like if you're canceling orders too often after you accept them, they can deplatform you. But like your acceptance rate isn't something you need to really worry about. But again, like it's just about making sure that you really trust this person. And if it's like even like a maybe I don't trust this person, I would recommend not doing it, you know. That's just my call. And I mean, I told my ex that I don't think she should have her friend be dashing on her platform, because generally I just think it's a horrible idea. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoy these videos on tutorials and like tips and stuff, please consider smashing the like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet. Also, if you guys haven't yet, also check out my footwear company. It is offaxisacrobatics.com. Use my discount code OFFAXISTanner for 30% off. Thank you guys. We will see you in the next one. Peace.